Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Aaron Hemingway with Hemingway Special Ed, and I just wanted to share a resource that I just made for my TPT store if you're interested in checking it out. Real quick though, before I do that, I did want to explain or try to communicate my thoughts about a different direction that I'm trying to go this school year, and that is that our students, especially our students that have moderate, severe developmental disabilities such as autism and intellectual disabilities, they have to take the state test every single year, just like everybody else. And a lot of the questions are very difficult for them. And so in order to help them to be successful, because the more that they go through the test, the more and more discouraged they get, because it's like they don't know what they're doing, and it's like, what's the point in this anyway? Like, I don't understand why I'm having to do this. So this year I've tried to take more of an approach of having my students do activities that are more standards based, and I use an awesome curriculum called Unique Learning Systems. However, there are some things where with the curriculum I feel like it didn't just quite target the standards that I was looking for. And so what I wanted to do was to create different resources and all of that to help my students learn the modified grade level standards that are on the state test every year. And now you may be thinking to yourself, well, hey, the state test, it doesn't, I mean, for our students, does it really matter that much? I mean, they're only gonna be doing, functional life skills. Like, that's what's most important, them knowing how to, be able to function in life. And while I do absolutely 100% agree with you, the other thing is that, our students are entitled to a full-rounded education, and we want to educate what's called, you may have heard, the whole child. So yes, absolutely, we do want to work on functional skills. We want to work on social skills, but it's also important that we focus on these academic things, because obviously the state, in this case, I live in the state of California, but the Common Core state standards is so universal across the board. And there is the bell, speaking of which. But anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. So it's so universal just across the board, and with the Common Core state standards, I don't know what other states' state tests look like. I only know what California's looks like. But like I said, what I do know is that the Common Core, the reason that they're common is because they're universal across the board for the states that have adopted them. And so with that, what I wanted to do was I followed my state's blueprint to create different activities to help students focus on these higher level thinking skills, because I believe that for our students, it's worth it, and they are worth it. And, we shouldn't just limit them to being able to scrub a dish or vacuum or, anything like that. I believe that they do deserve this. So with that, let me show you something that I worked on. Also, real quick, with this too, you can write IEP goals. That's what I've been doing for my students. You can write IEP goals based off of these standards, these modified grade level standards that the state finds important, that they put on the state tests. And again, you may agree with me, you may not agree with me, you may partially agree with me, and that's okay. But let me show you something that I made, and this is available on my Teacher Pay Teacher store, which I will put the link down below. So here, we have my activity. It's called The Heart, and it is a short nonfiction passage just about the heart. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but it just starts out saying that the heart pumps blood to the body, period. The heart is about the size of a person's clenched fist. So very short sentences, and it just goes on and on. Well, not on and on, but it's, it's short. It's like 2 paragraphs long, and compiled of short sentences, basically. But anyway, And so then I go on to have questions, and you can see right here that I have included, you know, the standards, and these are the modified grade level standards. So if you do a search for, you know, Common Core state standard connectors, I think that they're called content connectors, something like that, then you'll find that that's what these standards that I wrote in here are based off of. And it'll tell you which one is connected to the actual big standard that a, you know, quote unquote normal student in general education would be doing. And so, like, the first question says, what does the heart do? And I have different choices on here. And for this, you can either have students point to it, you can have students circle it, anything like that. The next question, the writer thinks that the heart is blank. And so there's different, you know, different choices here. And again, you can either have students point to it, circle it, or there's those little, you know, dotty marker paint things as well. And then finally, which words help us understand what divide means? So being able to use context clues in the story. So, you know, I just feel like this is stuff that we as special educators, and especially special educators of students with more severe disabilities, I just feel like this is stuff that we don't normally find unless we, of course, make it or get it from another individual off of Teachers Pay Teachers. And so I just hope that this interests you. I hope that I know that I'm going to be trying to make more materials like this, especially for next school year, because I really want my students to be able to be working off of the main standards that everyone else is working off of, because they deserve it. They deserve a full-rounded education and not just learning how to vacuum the floor or brush your teeth and stuff. While all those things are 100% important, I believe, you know, these things are important as well, because it gets them thinking, it gets their mind working, and works towards higher level thinking. Absolutely, we need to push our students. And so with that, again, I'm going to put this the link to this product that I made in the description below, as well as the link to my Teachers Pay Teachers account. And I hope that you will check it out, and I hope that you like the resources. Even if you don't end up getting anything, if you could just stop by, give me a follow, and rate something on there, that would really, really help me out. Also, if you found this video helpful in the areas of talking about having students with severe disabilities go off of standards and all of that, please give this button a like. If you are watching this on YouTube, please give this, please subscribe to my channel. And then also, if you're watching this on Facebook, please like my page if you have not done so. Again, my social media all across the board, Hemingway Special Ed, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.